Inviting. So this is going to be your roadmap to sharing, you guys. And what you did in the database section is really, really going to help you out here, because now you have their name and you have a reason to connect with them about these products, the business, some sort of connection that's going to solve a need inside of their life.
Right.
And it's specific to them. It's now not about you.
No.
And that's what we want the invite to really, really be,
Yes.
is why the other person needs and wants to hear the information,
Yes.
not why you need them to.
Yes, the moment that you can take yourself out of it. You know, one of the biggest things I think is never saying, I want you to see this. I want you to come to this. I want you, I want you, I want you. It is, you need to see this. You know, I thought about you because, you know, it is completely all about them.
Yeah, so if you remember back to when you were little, I always say that it's kind of like Mad Libs, where you write down an adjective and a noun and some verbs and all of this, and then you put it into the story. It's kind of the same thing of what we just did with the database to now invite. We're just plugging in the person's name and the reasons why we're wanting them to get in front of the information.
Right.
And that's going to make it a lot easier for you. So I'll give you some examples on that. But you've got to make it into your words.
Yes.
It's definitely different on how I would talk to people
And
than
how I
Michelle would.
Yes.
And if I say stuff that's scripted off of how she would talk, my friends are going to look at me like, what are you trying to sell me?
Yes.
This wall's going to start to go up. So you've got to make sure that it's your wording.
Yeah, you guys, this is one of the biggest things that I really want you to take to heart is be you.
Yeah.
Be 1,000% you. Your people know you for you, and the way that you talk to them, like you said, we are so different. The way we communicate is so different. You know, if you're super extroverted and you're like, super excited, you know, you explain that, you know, and I'm so excited for you because, you know, if you're more quiet and you sit back, and if you're out and trying to be somebody that you're not, they're going to be like you said, what in the world is going on here? Be you. People trust you for you. People honor you for you. So be excited, be passionate.
Yeah.
You know, that is one of the biggest things that I've learned through this process as well, is when you are passionate about what you have, when you are excited about what you have, you could say, like, you could mess up a bunch of different things and be uncomfortable, and they can sense that. But if you're excited, they're going to be excited, and they're going to want to know more.
Absolutely. So let's go back to the databasing, where I gave you kind of the examples of 3 people and the reason why I want to connect with them. And this is how I would transition that into the invite. And we're just plugging into the same kind of invite, the different name and the different reason why. So Bob, for example, I talked about heart disease in his family. Everybody I knew in his family, by the time they were 40, they had some sort of heart disease. And so with Bob, what I did is I called him up and I said, hey, Bob, you know, ever since I've known you, we've been good friends since college. It seems like everybody in your family, by the time that they're 40, has heart disease. There's this ABC Primetime Investigative Report. You've got to check it out. It's going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a reason why he needs to see it, not I want you to see it.
Exactly.
So you've got to see this, and he doesn't know what I'm gonna show him.
Right.
He didn't hear anything about network marketing or nutraceuticals. He just knows that it's something that could impact his health.
Yes, for the good.
Yeah.
Right. So what about Amy?
So with Amy, for that example, we talked about everything that she touches seems to turn to gold in the business world. So what I would do is just plug it into the same formula, the same invite. Hey, Amy, you know, ever since I've known you in college, it seems like every business venture that you do turns to gold. There's this ABC Primetime Investigative Report. You got to check it out. It's going to blow your mind.
Right.
And then the exact same thing with Lisa.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa, you know, we're super good friends. I would love it if we found something where we could travel the world together. There's this ABC Primetime Investigative Report. You got to check it out. It's going to blow your mind.
That's beautiful. And again, I mean, it's just going and seeing. And when you are true to who you are and you're reaching out as a friend, you know, for this information, they're going to go watch it. You know,
Right.
that was how it was for me.
So initially when we started, were you the messenger or were you the message?
I did it all wrong. But that's okay because I was passionate, right?
Yeah.
But I did have to go back to people and just say, you know, I was just so excited for you to get this information that I talked too much and I did too many things. And so what I did wrong was I sent out emails. I mean, I just knew so many people from the mortgage world and Uplift people and all these different areas. So I sent an email, and it was a long email, and it talked about oxidative stress and, you know, free radical biology. I mean, all these different things. And also when we would go out and about with you know, I remember a specific time at church where we're standing there with different friends at church, and they were like, hey, what's been going on? And I started talking about all of it, and it was just like glazed over their head. And Sean just goes, Michelle, they just really need to see the ABC Primetime Investigative Report. And what about with my mom?
Yeah, so we were sitting there after our first meeting. We had signed up, trying to explain it to her mom of what we were doing, and you could tell she was kind of rolling her eyes and like, what are you
just
kids
not
doing
interested,
now?
like she just wasn't paying attention.
Right, just kind of nodding
and
in
I'm
agreement.
super close with my mom. She's my hero.
And all of a sudden it was like, okay, the kids are out in the living room. They've got the iPad.
Yep.
We were told to just show them the ABC video. Let's get that and show her the video.
Right.
And I kid you not, within the first 10 seconds.
Well, so my mom was sitting back like this, like not really paying attention. Like I said, we're super close. So I'm like, oh, she's totally not listening. Yeah. Then Sean goes, Michelle, she just needs to watch the ABC clip. So we get the iPad in front, and then she goes, huh, John Quinones. He's reputable. Not that you kids, not that I don't trust you kids, but oh yeah, get me some. You know, and she was just wanted more information and wanted to get the products right away.
And so that's the difference between trying to be the messenger and just being the message itself.
Yes.
Because as the messenger, we're just driving people to see the opportunity meeting or the ABC Primetime video. We're not trying to brain dump everything that we've learned, because I will tell you this is absolutely true, that your friends and family have very concrete ideas of what you know and what you don't know, what you're an expert at and what you have no idea about. So for me, for example, my list of characteristics or traits that my friends or family would have written down prior to joining LifeVantage would not have included anything about network marketing, and definitely wouldn't have included anything about nutraceuticals.
Right.
And so if all of a sudden I'm projecting to them that I'm an expert in one of these areas, they're going to roll their eyes. The bricks are going to come up.
Yeah.
They're going to feel like I'm trying to sell them, because that isn't something that they think that I know about. And so even if I knew every single thing about it and I could regurgitate all that information, in their head, I'm not the expert. So I'm the guy that got my MBA. I know about financial stuff. I watched football and drank beer with them, I did not know about network marketing or nutraceuticals. However, I could get them on third-party validation calls or in front of an opportunity meeting where like Dr. Mark Gordon or maybe Nikki or Carrie Dickey, Stu, any of those people that they don't have these concrete ideas of what they know and what they don't know. And they could say the exact same thing that I was going to say, but it came from somebody else. Right.
So really what you're saying is keep it short and sweet.
Yes.
And then use other tools going forward, whether it be third-party validation, a pre-recorded webinar, Facebook groups, customer groups, anything of those resources that are out there to be
and the more questions you answer in an invite, the further down the rabbit hole you're going to get with becoming the message. And so we really want to just set it up with a dangling carrot of you've got to check it out because of blank, and then get them in front of the information and then have somebody answering their questions. And I'll tell you, early on, it's awesome to be new, as long as you are admitting that you don't know anything. Hey, I'm super new to this, but it's really exciting. I think it is going to impact or change your life. It's going to blow your mind. You've got to check it out. Well, what is it? Well, you've just got to see it like I see it. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but I think it is going to be something that you're super excited about as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I just, I always say that we're professional connectors. And that's why, in the beginning stages of all these videos, we said it's really important to learn who your team is and build that relationship with them, because you can then say, that is an awesome question. I'm super excited about what we have for you. And, Joanne is an incredible person and knows the science inside and out. And she's explained all these different things to me. And I've watched all these, and I know that this is the real deal, but I want you to get your questions answered. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to learn, listen to, but she is the best of the best. And so it's a comfortable process. Nothing that we ever do is salesy, ever. So we're connectors.
And so the last part of this is you just have to know what you're inviting them to. Okay. For some of you, it might be a home meeting. It might be a hotel meeting in your market. It's something that's live. Could be coffee that you're inviting them to meet up with you and somebody else to do coffee. It could be a webinar. It could be pre-recorded. Right now, we use pre-recorded opportunity meetings quite a bit.
A lot.
And so just knowing what you're going to send them to as well is pretty important. And don't send them, if you are sending them pre-recorded stuff or just the ABC Primetime video, don't send them it until they've committed to a time that they can watch it. We made that mistake of sending it to people early, and how many people would open it up?
Right. It's having that communication and knowing that this is a business, right? People are really, really busy. All of us are super busy. So if you're excited for them, so I always say, oh, this is, super exciting. You're going to watch it at 7:30 tonight. Perfect. I'll follow up with you, right after. So if you set those times, it sets it up as business, but it also sets it up that you care about them. You truly care that they are watching it, that you can answer all the questions that they might have afterwards. Don't be fearful of that. That is a beautiful thing to do for them.
Yeah, so inviting. This
so much we can say, right?
Yeah, and this might be something that is one of the most uncomfortable things for you to do. And with practice, I promise you it will become more natural and easier to guide people into the information. But unless you get past that uncomfortableness, you aren't going to grow your business. So it is important for you to practice this and get out there, even if it isn't going to be great at first.
Yeah, totally. And I just, as always, it's when you're in the action mode, when you're in it, just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And again, don't think, just do. Here I go again. You're inviting, keep it short and sweet. Keep it short and sweet. It's okay that you're busy. Some people think in the beginning like, ooh, I need to block off an hour to figure out, or when is the best time going to be to reach out to this person? I'm telling you, there's never a perfect time to reach out to any specific person because everybody's lives change on a daily basis. So on your way to work, call, hey, you free tonight at, 7 o'clock? Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Just short and sweet and just continue. And when you're on a roll, just feel it, because people, again, feel your amazing energy. If you're on a roll, just call and invite and be excited again and again and again and again.
Yes.
And again.
And the phone can get heavy and hard at times to pick up and actually either have that conversation or send that text message. So if you're feeling like that, what I would suggest is maybe if your enroller is right there in the same city, that you guys get together in person to do these together. Because it'll make it a lot less intimidating. They can do it while you're doing it and vice versa. You can get immediate feedback on how it was going, what could be changed, things like that. So do it with other people as well too if you're finding it hard to get that invite out to people.
Yeah, it's super fun to do it when somebody's right there with you, because you can actually even sometimes move into that third party immediately with them. Yeah, it's fun.
Perfect. All right. Can't wait to see how your invites go.
Yay!